Okay, good morning, 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers.
Good morning, Miss Yuma.
Thank you. You may sit down. All right, 8Cs and receiving school students and teachers. Right, we're just going through our topic, our strand and substrand. All right, as you all know, we're still on our strand, environment and resources, substrand, people and environment. Now we've moved on to a new outcome, 8.1.3. The outcome reads, evaluate the impact of resource use on the world's physical environments and human settlement patterns. Right, our theme and our topic, or we can say human environment. What is a resource? For today's lesson, we're going to look at the topic, what is a resource? All right, have you copied down the topic? All right, class, receiving students, who can tell us what a resource is? In your own words, what is a resource? Anyone? All right. What is a resource, quickly? In your own words, what is a resource? Any volunteers? Raymond? Without looking at your books or any information that you have in front of you, you can just think of the answer. What is a resource? Anyone? Netizen.
The useful parts of the environment.
Sorry, again.
The useful parts of the environment.
Okay. A useful part of the environment. Anything that is useful in the environment, yes? Raymond, thank you.
Anything that we use.
All right, anything that we use, that goes in line with what Netizen said. Anything that we use is a resource. So what is a resource, class? A resource is anything that we use. All right? All right, 80s. Anything that we use. Receiving students. Anything that is used in the environment. Now, what are some resources that you can think of? What are some resources, receiving students, that you can think of or that you use in your environment? Can we have some of you to come up and write your answers on the board, please? Receiving students, you can write your answers up on the board. let's have a look at your answers. All right, receiving students. Right, some of these things that you mentioned here. All right, anything, a resource is anything that we use in the environment. All right, copra, is copra a resource? Yes. Is copra a resource? Yes. Okay, copra. All right, copra is from coconuts, all right, coconut trees. Soil, we have the land, right? Gold, what do we call gold and copper? We can say minerals, all right? That's a resource. Water is also a resource. Trees, land, that's part of soil. Oil, okay, oil can come under minerals, so energy resource. Oil palm. All right, so those are some of your examples of resources. Now, there are two types of resources, natural resource and human resource. What is a natural resource and what is a human resource? Receiving students? Or what is the difference between a natural resource and a human resource? Anyone? What is a natural resource? Quickly, you define your answer to the word resource. You said anything that you use or we use. All right, natural resource and human resource. What is the difference? Class, any ideas? Receiving students? Come on, natural resource, human resource. Yes?
Nature resources are nature and human resources are man-made things.
Okay, good. Any other answers? Right, Nakawa said natural resources are resources found, okay, in the environment or natural environment, or it's to do with nature, and human resources are man-made things or man-made resources. Any other answers? All right, or we can say, everyone look up here, right, natural resources. Class, read, what is natural resources?
They can be found in nature or anything
Around us. And human resources?
refers to us as humans.
Knowledge and skills. All right, as what Nakawa said, natural resources, anything that is found in nature or anything around us. All right, for example, land resource, trees, water is a natural resource. Trees are a natural resource. Human resources refers to us humans using our knowledge and skills to produce or use those resources. right, you finished copying this one? Yes. Okay, let's move on. All right, examples of a natural resource. Number one, it says a tree is a very useful natural resource. A tree can be used to one. What can a tree be? What is it used for? All right, one, you can build a house with trees. You can start a fire and you can make a canoe. All right, using this natural resource. So you see, this resource is very useful when using our human resource or using our knowledge and skills. Making a canoe, we use this resource, natural resource, and we also use our what? Human resource. We use our knowledge or skills to make a canoe. So you see, natural resource and human resource comes in. Starting a fire, we know how to start a fire when we use our human resource. We use the knowledge and skills how to start a fire. Right, same with building a house. All right, let's move on. Okay, that's starting a fire and making a canoe. Right. We have other examples of natural resources. Plants. All right, what are plants used for? Give me two examples of what plants are used for. Or how they're useful. Plants. Any answers? Yes, Zimalin, receiving students. Okay.
Plants are used for food and traditional medicine.
All right. Plants are used for food. We get food. We make food out of the plants, yes. And we also use the plants for traditional medicine. All right. For example, pawpaw leaves. All right. Pawpaw leaves. We also can make medicine out of these pawpaw leaves or any other plants in the environment. Yes, for food. Land, what can we use land for? All right, we use the soil to what? We use the soil to grow our plants, right? Or grow our food. Okay, we also use the land to build houses. All right, that's why land is also another important natural resource. Next point, it reads, people can use resources without doing anything to them. Example, picking a coconut and eating it. You see, they just, from the coconut tree, they get a coconut and what? They eat it, all right? So they're not doing anything to that coconut. You see, what they're doing is they're just going out and picking the coconut and eating it, all right? So that's one type of resource where we don't do anything to it. Okay, the last point, it reads, human knowledge and skills is needed to make a natural resource useful. All right? Let's see. right, class, have you finished? Quickly. Okay. Okay, class, how resources are being useful or how resources are useful to people. Let's look at this example here. All right, number one, the natural resource. What's the natural resource here? Tree. The tree. All right, human resource. Can you explain the human resource? It says natural resource plus human resource equals something of use to people. Human resource, what is this man doing here? Okay, he is, all right, chopping or cutting down the tree, all right? He's using his knowledge or skill to cut down the tree and also to build a house. So natural resource, that's a tree, plus human resource, he's using his skills and knowledge, equals something useful to the people. The result is a house. All right? 8Cs, do you understand? Yes. So natural resource plus human resource will give you something useful. Right. Now, are there any other examples of natural resources and how they can be useful to people? Using this formula here, natural resource plus human resource equals something of use to the people. Right, any examples, please, 8Cs and receiving students? We've given you one example, tree. Tree plus human resource equals a house. All right? Are there any other examples? Okay, remember, natural resource plus human resource equals something useful to the people. Okay, you can use your textbooks here to get examples, but don't copy these two down. Just get some examples from here. Where is it? Page 3 of your resources textbook, grade 8, page 3. Sorry? Page 3 or page 1? Okay, page 1, we have page 1 there. Those are two examples. All right, group 1. Come on, think of a natural resource, how it is useful. All right, who would like to come up here first? All right, you others look up here. All right, any more? We have one here. One group. All right, good. Any others quickly? And all right, good. I'm sure you others have your other answers there, but let's have a look at these answers, please. All right. How natural resources are useful to people. Right, natural resource plus human resource, the knowledge and the skills equals something useful to people. All right, coconut. Coconut, a natural resource. All right, it goes through processing, okay, manufacturing, and then the end result or the finished product is the coconut oil or soap, coconut soap. Watermelon seed, planting, all right, your knowledge of how to plant the seed, and then there's a watermelon, a fruit, all right, we eat the fruit. Okay, cocoa, processing, finished product, chocolate, yes. Gold goes through smelting or molten gold, okay. And then the result is necklaces, rings, watch, and so forth. Right, so some of your examples of how resources are useful. All right, class, please, let's have a look here. All right. All right, it says the fourth national goal. This is one of the national goal in the Papua New Guinea's constitution, all right? Remember our constitution, set of written laws. All right, can we all read this part here? We declare our fourth goal. Everyone, class, read together. We declare our fourth goal to be for Papua New Guinea's natural resources and environment to be conserved and used for future generations. Okay, this is one of the national goals, right, in the constitution. Who can does anyone know what this this goal, okay, what is this goal telling you or talking about in your own words? Quickly, just something short and brief. Receiving students, what do you know about this goal? Quickly, any answers? Just in your own words, what you know about this goal here or this statement. Anyone wants to try quickly? Come on, just in a short sentence or short form. What is this goal telling us to do? Yes, Paulus, thank you.
To save our natural resources for benefit of future generations.
All right, thank you, Paulus. Okay. All right. Our country is blessed with so many resources, all right, in the environment that we live in. Now, it is important that we look after our environment and use our resources wisely, right? Conserve meaning to look after. Use our resources wisely so that it will benefit our children and our children's children. Or we can say the future, our future generation, the benefit of our future generation. Right, class? So this is very important. It's one of the goals in the PNG Constitution. All right, let's move on. All right, let's have a look. Renewable resources. Class, read. Such as tree or a plant. All right, renewable resources can be replaced. When you cut down a tree, the tree is used for building houses or making canoes. You cut down the tree and then you plant a new tree. All right. Once you cut down the tree, you have to plant a new tree because it can be replaced. Right? It is replaced by planting a new tree. So such resources are called renewable resources. All right. Okay, we're still on renewable resources, right? Some resources are never likely to run out. Example, the air that we breathe in and the sun that gives sunlight. All right, 8Cs, I'm going to give you your textbooks, please, so you don't need to copy these ones down, okay? I'll give you after this, or at lunchtime, maybe I'll give you a copy of this textbook. So please, you don't have to copy this one down because all your notes are in your textbooks. All right, non-renewable resources. Class, read. Replace them, okay? All right, nature does not replace these resources. Once they're used up, okay, we cannot replace them. Once it's used up, it's already gone. All right, just go to the summary points. Class, read. Resources are things we use. They are natural and man-made resources. Natural resources are All right, your homework, please copy this one down. Your homework, list down 10 renewable and 10 non-renewable resources. 10 renewable resources that can be replaced. All right, for example, a tree. All right, and 10 non-renewable resources. Okay, example, oil. Right, and any other renewable resources. So that's for your homework. Thank you. Okay, and our next lesson's topics: how people use their resources, and grade 8 teaching notes on resources of PNG. All right, thank you, 8Cs and receiving school students and teachers. Our keyword for today is resources. Good morning, everyone. Okay, thank you.